Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another stream. Let me quickly, because I again forgot to make all of my tabs, or like open all of my tabs. So let me quickly do that. All right. Cool, cool. Awesome. I hope everyone had a great time. We will start right away. By doing this, we probably do that. We do. Now let's call it there the game time. It's fine. Then this is the game time, which is the total game time. And we want delta game time here, probably. Delta game time here. Which, technically maybe not, I don't know. It doesn't really matter for now. If delta game time, then we do that. We probably want something different though, to be honest. Maybe we don't do that change yet. That's fine, I guess. And then where do we use that? In the camera. Well, free camera. Free camera components. Here. That should be that, and then in application, when we do our... I mean, I guess that's fine, right? Because here we just convert that to delta game time, which is just fine. Oh, we might need some more stuff. We might need some additional changes in one of, well, in two systems probably. Maybe even three, I don't know. Let's see. Probably ImGUI system and the two input systems. Actually, we can probably just do them right away. So let's start the game. Well, actually, we don't want anything anymore here because I think that's supported. And input action system. We as well want to get rid of our delta time. And then we have our ImGUI system where exactly, so this is delta game time. Delta game time. Then here elapsed. Is it like that? Probably it's like that. No, what? Wait. It's like that. This is it, right? Probably, and then game core. No, that is fine. What is your problem? Shouldn't that be fine? Which one is it? What? Ah, it's this. Ah, god damn it. I should get rid of that. That just makes it a little bit painful. Okay, awesome. And then the only other thing I wanted to add as a support is if we go to lighting system. So currently we have to do the view and then we need to iterate over them, which is fine if it's an entity query, I would say. Or we will do another one, which is entity. Let's do that. And we how do I want to do that? Actually, it's probably very similar to that. Just that this is private, maybe. I don't know. Would probably want to have this as do I have a type here? No, right? Hey Ellipsis, it's going good. How is it going for you? It's pretty nice, not gonna lie. Some good progress on the engine, so that's nice always, and yeah. Huh, how can I type that, right? That would be nice if we can. Maybe that, right? So maybe we can. God damn it, where's my? Maybe we can type it like that. where we do and get T and storage for type. Okay, maybe not. Is that not something? Oh, it's a basic registry. Okay. That should be like that, right? Yeah. And then this is T. Oh, we could name it type, right? It doesn't really matter. Wrong one, this one. And then we do another one. Like that, and the exclude. We probably leave out. I wouldn't recommend usually. I mean, if you want to write, to do it once so that you understand maybe how it works, then I would recommend it. Otherwise, I'm not sure if it's worth it, to be honest. It's not like the stuff they're doing is like that insane in terms of like it's not magic. Let's put it that way, right? It's pretty straightforward, I would say. So I don't know if it's worth it to write it, to be honest. So is that working? So I guess that should work, right? And then we can do this. Hopefully. Maybe. That's a real test here, if that works or not. And then in theory we don't need the registry, but whatever. And then basically I would want to be able to iterate over the view. So probably, I mean, we could do something like that for now, right? Where we return the view like that. The only reason I wanted to was because adding opaque runtime defined components failed. Do you think like that? Because I do that. I mean, maybe I'm misunderstanding what you want to do, but oh, where do I do that? Is it here? I mean, it's not 100% how I would want to do it currently, but it's close. Oh, maybe I'm not. Where do I do that? It's because I have this runtime component here that gets added only at runtime. But I don't anymore know where I'm adding that. Currently I think I have a system that does that, which is not exactly how, as I said, I would want to do it. Yeah, exactly. On free camera controller added, we emplace the new runtime component. So basically on construct of a certain data component, we add like a specific runtime specific component to it. And I'm doing something similar to for the entities panel, right? The entities panel adds runtime component just for selection. And it removes it, and that's like a runtime defined component. But maybe I'm misunderstanding what you want to do. But that's basically all it does. But again, maybe I'm not quite sure what you mean with runtime defined. Then again, I think my wrapper around end is pretty nice now already. And this will be the next, hopefully nice thing. Let's see. We will find out. So that one I want to have here, that one I want to remove, that one I want to remove. And then the thing is, see, that's a little bit of a, well, maybe it's not such a problem, I don't know. Can do that, or actually let's do it where we do the entity query. So here, if we have an entity here, then we return an entity here like that. And then if that's a bit shy. That's a little bit bad. How would I do that? It's not quite as obvious as I would have wanted it to be. It's maybe not so easy after all. So those are the function arguments, and then I for each collect them, which is fine. And that works. But how would I call that function better? Not quite what I would have wanted. Can I? Because that's a tuple, right? Probably. I mean, probably, or it's a type list. Maybe it's a type list. Oh no, it is this, which is probably a tuple, or is it a type list? No, it's a tuple, okay. My current implementation around end stores component data as a data buffer. The game designers can create custom components in the editor for their game. I see. That's what you mean, okay. Yeah, that one is probably an afterthought, but I mean, yeah, I guess that's a valid thing to try. Yeah, I can imagine it. I'm just thinking if there's even like, if I like, yeah, I'm not sure if it's something I would consider a good thing to give to designers, but then again, maybe it's fine for prototyping, right? I don't know. I would need to think about that. How can I do what I want to do there? That's the question. So basically, if I have an entity here, I would want to split it up. Basically, what I would want in pseudocode is basically if one of my function args is an entity query, which I can check here, then, well, this is basically an if const expert, right? Would be the dream. If it's not possible, it's fine. It doesn't make too much thing. And then if that is the case, then I want to get the view here. So basically entity view, whatever, view of the entity. And then for each entity in that view, call the function. Basically, is what I would want to do. We might be able to do that if I change how the dependent function arguments work currently. Maybe we don't tackle that now. I mean, that would be really nice to tackle. But I just need to wrap my head around how I can do that nicely. The goal is, where is it? So currently what I did is basically a wrapper around end already. So you have like systems, which is like the views, right? And you can define the view like that you want. And it even supports, in theory, this one can be const here actually, right? So it supports it like that, and then here we get const back. And that basically defines read and write accesses for the components that you would want. And then you just put it as a parameter here, your entity query. If you need a new component, you would just add it. Like, I don't know, directional light component for whatever reason. Alright. And then when your system gets called, this entity query contains the view, and then you can iterate over all the entities in that view. So basically it's really easy to add queries. And it's really easy to iterate over things. And it as well supports multiple queries. So where do we do that? It's in the volume components, I think. This is in volume system, yeah, one of those. It's probably this one. Yeah, exactly. So you have like two queries here, right? And you can have two, and then you can iterate over them however you want, basically. So one is just like entities that have a volume source component, one that have a transform and a volume component. But what I don't like currently, and I know that it's possible, but I just don't know how yet, is that I get the view here and then I write this for loop, right? So what I would want to do is this still supported that you can get the whole view if you want to iterate on the whole view. That's fine. We will leave that as this entity query. But what I would want to do is as well have like a volume source entity, for example, access or whatever. And then instead of a query, you just write that. And then you do that here. And then you don't get an actual thing anymore and a loop, but this thing has the component in there of the current entity, and then your system gets called for each entity, basically. So it does the loop outside. Because what that would enable me to do as well is optimize that, right? Because then we can do, for example, 4 threads call the system with different entities at the same time, right? Because we can like spread it out then already internally, and you just have one function where you iterate on one object. But in the background, we can do 4 at the same time. Without you needing to do the thread stuff here on the view. Exactly. So that would be the idea. I just don't know yet how to easily get that, because my dependency injection currently works by getting the type of the arguments, which is fine, and then we build the argument list. So in here I would be able to say if const expr std is same, or is, no, not is, but is specialization of, exactly. And then we have here entity. And you. That should work. Yeah, okay. So like that. And then we know we are an entity type. Maybe I need to branch it here. Do I have a function for that? Probably not yet. We could do it ugly for now. But how would I do that? Actually, let me think. I mean, with that, we probably only support one as well, right? Because we cannot branch that out more. So that can only be once in the argument list. Because how else would I mean, technically it would work, but I think that branches up to too much. If we add, like allow multiple entity accesses like that. But yeah, I could try to find if that has an entity type in there, which is not unreasonable. And then I could extract that out. Could extract that out. Where do we need to extract it out? I mean, maybe, I don't know. Would be so much simpler if I would. How about we? Let me think. We could as well. Would that work? Where is my entity here, right? So that's actually a pain. Maybe we skip that for now. I don't know. I would need to investigate a little bit more template magic, I guess, for that to work nicely. We can skip it for now. It's not an immediate thing that we want to do anyways, but it would have been nice, I guess. so I will just comment that for now. I will probably have to trial and error that a little bit more. Cause yeah, that is probably not so straightforward. Let's see if that revert still works now. And then let's get back to my... Well, there's two avenues, terrain stuff or lighting stuff. Maybe we do the lighting today. Even though we are half done with the terrain stuff. Like the terrain shader. Open. Oh, that's perfect. It's exactly what I would have wanted. Core stack. What? Oh, wait. Did I not fix that already? I thought I fixed that. Did I break it again? Transform. Maybe I broke it again. Okay, never mind. So that is probably a string ID 32, never mind. And then this one here is S. Like that, and that should hopefully work. Did I really break that again in like 031? But I thought I fixed that. Man, okay, whatever. Maybe there was an old project and that's why I thought I fixed it, but in reality this is more correct. That might be. Yeah, okay. Disregard the holes in the terrain, that's like because we're not using the actual correct algorithm. But yeah, here we have our spotlight, and the issue is, well, or the point light, it doesn't matter. Is that if we boost our intensity and our range, and we have to boost our range quite a lot for it to be visible. And then if we go here, and we have it at 100, right? This should still be visible, but for some reason it's not. It's only until we come here. So there is a bug in... Like... There's definitely a bug in how we treat this. Because that shouldn't be the case, because yeah, that's... I mean, that's maybe it is 100. But even if that's the case, we should still see it, right? Unless I'm doing something weird. Maybe the code for the lighting is correct, but the code for removing it is not. Where would that be? Do I have the project here open? No. That's that one, right? And then if we go to lighting, because we don't have a radius here, right? So even if I do that, it will still be wrong probably, right? I should add the thing again that it loads that level automatically. Yeah. So even if I turn that now to 1,000, right? As soon as I'm 100 meters away, it doesn't work anymore. If I do 150, I will probably see it again, yeah. So it's somehow clipping it, but it doesn't really make a lot of sense. Are we clipping it maybe in like... We're not clipping it here, right? In some magic form. No, it doesn't look like it. So it has to be probably in here for some reason. But why is the biggest question, right? But yeah, I wanted to look at that again because I'm not sure if that's correct. Where is it? So we do that, and then is point light overlapping? Maybe that's wrong? Do we want to have the view matrix here? Maybe? So we do that. We put our shared light here, we have a barrier here. Now we ignore that one. We do that, and then we have another barrier. Then we atomically add that. And then we have our point light offset. And this, and then... yeah. So that looks fine. The only question is that fine? What if I leave that out for now. It's not correct, right? But because we would want to port it into view space, probably. Oh, but that fixes it, yeah. So I'm wondering, is it the wrong matrix that I'm doing here? Should that be the inverse of the view matrix? No. So I have a word position right in here. Then I want to get that into view space, which should be that. Or maybe not, maybe it has to be the inverse. Do I have that is the other question. I do have that. But is that correct? Is the other question. That might be wrong as well. Oops, I can wait forever if I don't load anything here. Yeah, okay, no, that's why not correct. So the view matrix, it should be correct, but it's not. So I have this reference implementation. Let's double check what he puts in there as the view matrix. So he has a view matrix here. And he has the lights here. So let's see where he sets that. So it is... It's the lookout. Okay. So that's the view matrix, that's the projection matrix, that's fine. And then where does he set that? Oh, here. Where are the lights? Because the other question is, what does he set as a position? I guess it's just a normal position. Get point lights. Yeah, that should be fine, right? But it somehow isn't. Unless my... No, that should all be fine. Where do we do the light, update light clusters? We dispatch that down here with 116, which I think is the same that I just saw him do. Right. Maybe not. Where was that? Oh no, here 116, right? I just saw it. God damn it. that didn't work out. Ah, here, 116, yeah. But the thing is it the correct? So we push the view matrix here into push constants, which is even weirder. Why do we do that? Shouldn't I have it anyways? But okay. We can, I guess. And then in our shader for the create, that's not the create, or no, that's not. Is that the create? Yeah. So that's the NDC coordinates. And then we have an inverse projection. Which I am not sure. Where do we get that? Oh, okay, that's the inverse projection. So probably that's coming from here as well. Maybe not here, maybe here. Yeah. So are we doing that correctly here? Is the question, right? Hold on. Wasn't that an issue somewhere? Wait. That might be actually a thing. Where is my create? Is that actually a valid thing? Okay, that is a valid thing, never mind. That all looks fine. But it definitely isn't fine, because removing the view matrix here doesn't make a lot of sense that it fixes it. We could probably try to calculate what comes out there. Because we could do that here. Get translation. That's the position. And I could do frame context, view constants, view matrix, and slide dot position. And that needs to be a vec4. We can have an Onyx view space pulse. And then I would want to see what that is actually. If that's garbage or not. Because that's basically what the shader does, right? Oh my god. Locals, yeah. Okay, then how does, and then we calculate like the distance between that, right? More or less. I mean, yeah, I'm curious what the distance then to auto distance is view space pause. Minus the frame context view constants camera position. And then of that, basically the length. $450. I mean, that's fine, right? I mean, yeah, that kind of makes sense, maybe. Never mind, that actually might make sense. Because, yeah, we are basically that far away. I think if I go closer, then probably it will. But see, that's the weird part, right? That this doesn't matter at all. Oh, or did I break it now? Oh, I might have broken it with some shader changes that I did. Whichever shader, oh, probably. It's probably still an inverse view matrix. But now here the distance probably is like very minimal. Yeah. Which makes me think that It's something to do with the clusters, but it's really hard to debug those clusters because I don't know, I don't have a good debug renderer for them, unfortunately. Probably that's worth investing some time. Trying to add like a debug shader for the clusters. Because I don't think I can. Ah, wrong one. That's the temporary water project, which soon hopefully we will show on stream as well. While we implement it in the actual engine on the stream, hopefully soon. It's another side project. Like I have like side project of the engine, which is the main project, which is like crazy. Sorry. So the thing is, I want to take a sample here, and then I want to take yeah, and then I want to take a sample here. And what I would want to compare is the light cluster here. They go to like that space, right? And then here they should be the same. If I did everything right, that should basically be the same, and it looks like it is. Which is perfectly fine, because that should be in local space of the view. Which works. But I'm wondering, is it maybe... No, that can't be a problem, right? Let's actually move away again so that we have it disappear. Can I debug that? Probably not very easily. But see, that's the weird part. It says that we have 1,000 objects. And then we have indices here for the point light, which is kinda bizarre. And it's bizarre that we don't see anything then. Cell point light count. There is one, see? So it definitely has a point light in there. In like a lot of them, which is kind of weird as well, I'm not gonna lie. Although, I mean, it's maybe fine, right? Because at that point we probably are still very, very coarsely divided. Wait, what? Okay. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Then we have like this huge number in here. Because we have like one point light. Why is it that big? Oh, there is something fishy going on here. There is something going on here which is definitely not correct. Let me see another one. Oh, that's not all the things I want, god damn it. Where is the Git for that? God damn it. Volume time forward GitHub. Here it is. Okay. Let's see. Assets, shaders. So I want to look at that one, and I want to look at that one, I think. No, not that one. Is it... Oh, he has like debug shaders. Maybe we look at that as well. Compute cluster ABBs probably. That looks fine, yes. Then he has the screen to view, which probably is in here. Maybe not. Common. It's here in functions probably. Green to view, exactly. Yeah, that looks fine. I mean, that's basically what I have. He has a BB. That will not do a difference though, right? I mean, I can write that in there. I don't think that makes a difference, but maybe it does. It shouldn't. But you never know. It's worth a try, but I don't think that this one in the fourth component makes a big difference for the distance calculation. Because yeah, it shouldn't matter. In my opinion. Is that correct? Wait. That looks kind I mean, maybe it's fine. Okay, I mean, that looks pretty similar. That looks pretty much the same. Right, it's either that minus that or that minus that, and then the three components, and yeah, it's basically the same. Yeah, that's pretty much the same. I don't think this will make any difference what I just changed, but we might as well try it. But I doubt that this will make the big change. Yeah, exactly. I would have been very surprised if that would have made a difference. So maybe the screen to view is wrong. So that one is probably fine. And then we have the clip pulse, which is times 2 divide like minus 1, which then yeah goes from basically minus 1 to 1, right? And we have screen pulse Z and screen pulse W. Which hopefully is correctly set up. Where do we get that from? Screen pause. Is that correct? Hold on. It's 1-1. This is 1-1. Is that how it's done here as well? Why do we even feed that in then, in this case? Oh, it is? Okay. That's weird. This is view near times that by the power of Z and this by the power of Z plus 1. I think that's pretty much the same, right? Top left, bottom right. That is far. Divided by near. This is bizarre. Not sure if that is correct as well. That is clustered. Compute cluster ABBs. Oh, that's the wrong one. God damn it. Oh, that's not what I wanted. God damn it. Okay, I know that is how that other reference implementation task does it, but why is that a minus here? That doesn't make too much sense, but let's try it. But I don't think that's the case for me. Why would that be a minus? Because it's maybe in front of the camera, and that is the forward direction. That would be the only thing I can imagine. But it doesn't make a difference. Did we compile it? I mean, I think we should have compiled that, but so that didn't make any difference at all. Which is very fascinating. That wouldn't make a difference. I mean, that should all be fine. Famous last words. Do I have... I might have done somewhere else as well, right? This view space stuff. Times 2 minus 1. But that's interesting. That's different, right? The clip space position here. Why is that the thing that with clip space position like that? Because it's a Vulcan, I guess. Is that it? But that doesn't help, okay. And then clip to view. That's the clip space. And then we have this as the view. Whereas here, where is it in Sky Shader, right? And then this is that. And then we have that times. Okay. I mean, that should be better, I guess, then, in this case. As long as the other stuff is correct, that should be definitely a better approach. I mean, that should all be one, right? Yeah. And we can try another -1 again. Not that I think that it matters, but why not? I think we don't get around adding a debug viewer for the clusters. I think the easiest one would be adding a view for clusters that have lights in there. Which I guess there is none, because otherwise it would make sense that we see it, right? It's like my thinking. How much is the thought? Like the... No, but wait. The far and near plane, where are they? Because that's like pretty far away, right? Like if I move that 100 meters away. Oh yeah, I mean, that is... I mean, it's not so far away, maybe. But yeah, it's still pretty far away. God damn it, stop it, stop it. God damn it. Alright. Damn it, where's my... Oh, here. Let's put that back to 0. It's as if we're somehow not... But we are waiting for the correct barrier, right? I mean, we are executing it afterwards. So, I mean, that is definitely the case, but... So update light pass. I mean, I guess I can try to debug that, but it's probably not very easy to do. Maybe we do that. 1, 1. I don't know. 1. Oh god. Think I want to have a breakpoint here. I guess that's not it then. Maybe it's not hitting it. I guess. Hold on, maybe. Let's kick that out. Light data. Point light. I mean, actually, No, that should be fine, right? Because the point light count should guard that. So I wonder... Okay, I mean, whatever, let's... Okay, well... That's what I wanted. 238. 1, exactly. Num badges is 1. Point light index is 305. Which is a little bit weird. And point light index is 1. Which probably is wrong. Can I see this somehow? I don't think that's correct though. SPO lights. Because shouldn't it be that one exactly? Why would that be? How does it get to that point light index? So I mean, that's definitely wrong. Why would it be like that? Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. That doesn't make any good sense, to be honest. That's not what I wanted. This is probably what I wanted. Actually, let's do if I don't think we want that. It should definitely be hitting? Don't think that will make a big difference as well, yeah. But the thing is, how do we get the point light index again? Oh, okay. But then shouldn't the first one be valid? Shouldn't the first one be valid? Launch, no. Pipeline view. That, yeah. And now we go to debug again, and we debug. Yeah, why not 0, 0, 0? Okay. Point light index. Now we get that. And we have something in 276. And in 278. We have like garbage. But in 276 we have something. But in 278 we have garbage. What the hell? Oh wait, okay, yeah, that's fine. Then we put that in there, we copy that all over basically. Okay. Now we are here. And we get our light into 307. Get a cluster index. Okay, yeah. That's fine as well. Is that the cluster? It probably is. Oh no, that's the center. Wait. That's the... Okay, yeah, that's the view position of the light. Which is a little bit odd. But maybe not. No, it's a little bit weird, isn't it? I mean, maybe not. I don't know. 10,000. Right, yeah, versus 27,000, which makes sense in this case, right? Which is fine. And then we get another one where we but that's the same cluster. Hold on, maybe it's that's garbage? Are we only checking a couple of clusters maybe? Where is the cluster index coming from? That looks a little bit sus, probably, right? Oh, maybe not. But yeah, I wouldn't. Oh, it's hard to debug, probably. Because we would need to go through all of our different so because that's fine, right? But that's not what we want. Hold on. Is that correct? Because shouldn't you run more often? With a different cluster index? I think you should be running with a different cluster index. Or are we really only running this once? Which is kinda bizarre. That wouldn't make a whole lot of sense, to be honest. But I think I'm too cooked today to debug that. But I do think we are not running all the clusters, is my current assumption. That somehow we are with that, or without doing something wrong. So the GL work group size is the thread count. That thread count, it should be... That one should at least be higher, right? Let's double check that before we fully give up. Yeah, whatever. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so that's 576. That's very... Wait. Okay. It's bizarrely... 576. Oh, wait, is that 16 times 9 times 4? Yeah, okay. Okay, so that's that. And based on that, we get this. But what is that? Is that the same? I think it should be the same, but maybe it's not. If that is the mistake, then I'm kinda eating. I don't know. It's a German saying. But I don't think it is the case, right? No. Actually, it's busted anyways now. Did I break my light shader or what? Oh yeah, I did. Cannot convert from to... Okay. What is that? So that is the same as workgroup ID times workgroup size plus that. And I do think that's what I had before, right? I mean, basically. I mean, what I can do is start X and let's see what that does. But I don't think that's correct. But maybe that's the issue, that we have the wrong cluster index. That would explain actually a lot then. Yeah, I think that is the issue. Why is... How is that in... No, not here. In this one. Ah, it's the... God damn it. Oh, we probably need to have it in the function. Don't I? I mean, that's probably what I would want, right? As the cluster index. Why did I not have that before? Because I don't think that's the same as what I had. But it doesn't work. That might be a different thing now. What errors did we change? Maybe source tree can help, right? Because we changed a couple of things, so maybe we should revert a couple of things again. So that one maybe. I mean, it's maybe just that's like wrong, right? Maybe just revert that for now. And then we will call it a day, most likely. Yeah, there's definitely still something weird going on. Okay. Well, I will look at that later. Hello, Captain Chica. I kinda missed that message. Never, sorry. I was kinda in the zone of debugging lights. Yeah, I don't think we will find it today. My brain is too cooked for that. Too cooked for that. Let's try one more thing, which is basically that. Because that seems to be our correct clip space conversion, which we should have somewhere more generic. And then let's just double check as well that we recreate all our shaders, just so that we can be 100% sure on that front as well, that we don't run into some weird caching. And then probably we still see that it doesn't work. Yeah. And it probably is still more broken than before. Right? Yeah. Because it doesn't work at all then. Great. Alright. Yeah. I guess that's something that I have to look at. Because, yeah, that should work, but it clearly doesn't. So, yeah. I need to read up again on that whole thing of the clusters and stuff like that. Because yeah, as you can see, it clearly doesn't work, which is not good. All right. Yeah, that's it for me today. And we will see each other again tomorrow. Hopefully with a little bit more brain juice to, yeah, fix that. And yeah, then we go from there. And hopefully have that fixed, and then we can go back to the compute shader of the terrain, which is somewhere here, yeah. Which is just missing, well, just missing the generation of the vertex buffer, I think. And then, yeah, it's like this, where we build the mesh, and then hopefully we can render it already, but let's see. It will be an interesting experiment to do that for sure. All right. Thank you very much. Have a nice rest of your evening. See you tomorrow at 7. Yeah, let's do 7 probably. I would like to start earlier to stream because I want to increase a little bit the time I stream. And if I start earlier, maybe I'm not that cooked. Because yeah, it's already quite late for me. Alright, bye bye. Have a great rest of your evening. As I already said, if you want to, you can always try the engine as well. There is a stable, or more or less stable version on Git. Feel free to try it and give me feedback. It probably doesn't work in some cases for you, which is the plan to fix so that it works for everyone. Bye bye and have a good night.